Carver Arena in Peoria, Illinois. It's the stretch run in the Missouri Valley Conference, and two teams tied in the standings collide as the vastly improved Evansville Aces challenge the young and quick Bradley Braves. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm Frank Bissoni, along with Coach Dick Versace and Danny Adams, and we welcome you to our broadcast. Coach, the Valley's leading scorer is in the house tonight. That's Shy Eli at 17 plus a game, and his cohort, Jason Holsinger, who lights up from three. How's Bradley going to be able to guard them tonight?
Well, mainly when you talk about somebody that's leading the league in scoring, especially in today's game, this guy is going to be a three-point shooter. Not so with Shy Eli. Shy Eli penetrates, has a short-range game, a mid-range game. He gets to the free throw line, and that's why he's the Valley's leading scorer. On the other hand, Jason Holsinger, he laces up the threes. He's shot 100 more threes than anybody on his team, 140, and Shy Eli has only taken 43 threes.
Bradley needs this game to start momentum for the stretch run.
They really do. I think Jim Les has done, I think, his greatest coaching job. You know, he lost the two key players, Warren and the Alaskan sled dog.
Will Eagle.
Yeah, and Will, you know, it was just starting to make his move. And that was so sad to see him go down so quickly after playing so well in Florida. But all that being said, Jim has done a great job this year.
He sure has.
He's had to change the way they play. And ironically, Frank, these two teams play almost identically. The points allowed for both of them is, you know, within percentage points. So it's going to be a defensive battle as well as who can make the basket.
Amen. We'll be back with the starting lineups, and then the play-by-play is next. It's Evansville and Bradley coming up.
Products don't know how to find customers, but Comcast Spotlight does. With a mix of on-air, online, and on-demand advertising, you can reach your customers wherever they are.
Arch Madness. It's not just great basketball, it's 4 action-packed days, 9 exciting matchups, 10 Valley teams, 100 players, thousands of wild fans, and an amazing array of attractions, activities, and restaurants in St. Louis. It's the 2009 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Tournament, March 5th through 8th at Scott Trade Center. Arch Madness. It's the one weekend no basketball fan can miss. Get your tickets now.
Embassy Suites Hotel and Conference Center in East Peoria. Online now at embassysuiteseastpeoria.com.
Carver Arena, and the starting lineups are beginning to be introduced. It's Evansville and Bradley. These two teams could play 3 games out of the next 6 games. Here are your starters: Nate Garner, 6'4" senior, and Peter Von Tongeren at 6'11". Kalen Williams, a 6'4" freshman guard. And here are the two big guns, the two leading active returning scorers in the league, Shy Eli and Holsinger. And between the two of them, Dick Versace, they scored 77 points against Bradley in 2 games last year.
Well, I'm not surprised. You know, in most college teams, you get your scoring from 3 people. In high school, 60% of your scoring comes from 2 people. What I'm curious about is who gets the matchup on Shy Eli. It looks like it's going to be Dodie Johnson.
That it could be, and you look at the Valley standings to underscore the importance of this game. 7-7 apiece, and that's the reason I said Bradley will play here on Comcast February 25th. We're at Evansville, and if the standings end like this, Bradley will play Evansville again in St. Louis.
Well, I looked at the finishing schedule for both teams, and Evansville has a little tougher go of it. I believe they have 3 on the road, and of course they could try to make up the difference with the win, you know, at Evansville when Bradley plays there. Bradley is in a position right now to make a run to have a strong finish prior to the tournament. And don't rule out the possibility if they won these next 5 games, which are winnable games, home and away, you could be looking at maybe one win in a tournament, and then you could be talking postseason tournaments.
Absolutely.
CBI, where they were in the finals last year.
It is not impossible. Evansville's remaining games are at Bradley, at Creighton, Bradley at Evansville, and at Northern Iowa. That's right. Evansville's. And there's Dodie Dunston, who may draw that big assignment to guard Shy Eli. Bradley's remaining games are this one, Evansville at home, Missouri State at home, at Evansville, at Drake, and of course the bracket buster on the road. Theron Wilson has...
I think you said at Drake. Drake's going to be here, is it not?
That is correct.
Because we played at Drake.
That is right. Drake will be here the last home game before we play in the St. Louis March to the Arch tournament.
And Frank, Drake is a different team on the road than they are at home. They're not near as good on the road as they are at home. Some teams are like that.
Absolutely. Bradley is 12-2 at Carver Arena this year. The Braves 13-12 overall, 7-7 in the Valley. The improved Aces are 15-9 overall, 7-7 in the Valley. Marty Simmons is the coach of the Purple Aces. Jim Less for the Braves. Less in his 7th year has 118 victories, 102 losses, and he wants this game to launch Bradley on a momentum for the stretch run.
Yeah, and I think it's perfectly possible. The team that lost some close games, they got a little discombobulated because they lost a close one at Illinois State. They lost another close game on the road. It's a situation where, as a coach, and I've been there, as you know, Frank.
Absolutely,
you're not dealing with just names, numbers, heights, and weights. You're dealing with human beings. You're dealing with personalities, and you're dealing with young people. So that's the coach's job. He has to manage all that. Sometimes they slip away, as they have recently, but you can get them back.
There's J.J. Twy in the stands, coming back from overseas to watch Bradley. We'll talk to Marcella Somerville at the half. Bradley is out in their red, trimmed in, of course, the white uniforms trimmed in red. Evansville is purple, trimmed in white and orange. In the middle, 6'11" Peter Van Tongeren will go against 6'5" Theron Wilson, and you can maybe bet that Theron will get this tip. Let's see. Hello.
Good call. Good start.
Edrin McCain is number 1 for Bradley at the point. Bradley won here against Evansville by 1 last year, 77-76. Collins, Wilson, fouled, going to the basket, and right away, Wilson goes to the tin.
Well, when Theron Wilson is playing on the block, in the paint, or 12 feet from the basket, he's a very effective player. When he gets far out on the perimeter and he tries to handle the ball too much, or he tries to take on too many people inside, he levels himself off. And sometimes it takes a while for a player to understand who he is, and sometimes that changes from year to year. So last year, with so much firepower on the Bradley roster, he had more freedom. He was not a marked man like he is this year.
He shoots 6.6 free throws a game, which is first in the Valley and 20th nationally.
Yeah, I mean, he's a worker. I mean, if he was the 5th best player you had, you'd have a heck of a basketball team.
And indeed. Eli, number 5, and there's Holsinger, who loves to shoot the 3. You don't want Holsinger to get off. Here's Garner, who's been blocked. Oh, they call that goaltending on David Collins. Nate Garner had a double-double in his last game, and he is the team's best rebounder for Evansville.
Yeah, Nate Garner is a player that's very athletic, shoots almost 50% from the field, and he's doubled his numbers from last year.
McCain blows by his man on the left and finds Theron Wilson for a fake and go. Van Tongeren, mismatch on Williams. Dunston guarded by Eli. McCain in traffic. Maniscalco 3.
Sweet. I think you're going to see a lot of man-to-man from Evansville. Marty Simmons, their coach, played for Bobby Knight for a couple of years. Anybody that played for Bobby Knight's got that banged in their brain. That's the way you play defense. But they will also play some zone.
Eli got into the paint. This is Kalen Williams, a 6'4" freshman point, and he's really good with the ball. He doesn't turn it over. Here's Eli's first shot. And Theron Wilson has the board.
Yeah, I think he bothered that shot a little bit. That's the job he needs to do all night.
10,000 strong here, perhaps plus. Wilson. And Evansville runs with the rebound. It's Kalen Williams. Lost the ball quickly and got it back. Holsinger had 6 out of 7 from 3 here a year ago. Here's his first one. Good. It wasn't a 3, but it's a deuce. 5-4 Bradley. We've played just 2 minutes. Dunston, travel. First turnover for Bradley. They've had way too many at Creighton with 19.
Now they're averaging 15.9 or something like that, or 14.9, almost 15 a game. This team only turns it over about a dozen times a game. I think the key to this basketball game is going to be holding Holsinger down. He's got a sweet-looking shot, and he's not afraid to shoot the ball. He'll put it up.
And Dick, he has had a great career here. He likes to shoot here. He's been successful here, and there is the mental part of this game.
Right now, Sam Maniscalco is assigned to him, but he's going to have to get over picks and make sure he can be up in his numbers.
Kalen Williams at 6'4" just fouled Sam Maniscalco. Williams is from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. There was Marty Simmons in your picture and the Evansville bench, which includes Ben Wiernsma, whose dad, Tom, a longtime coach at Farmington High School.
Ah, right, sure. Excellent coach.
Dunston crowded by Eli. Bradley by 1. Stop, up. Oh, a splash, rebound, dunk.
A little passion out of David Collins. That's good to see.
David Collins went with ferocity to that ball and buried it. Williams got to the baseline and it got knocked out of his hands by the Braves. This is the Evansville Aces 7-7 in the league. Bradley, the same. Nearly a steal by Dodie Dunston. Bradley's defense has got to be not only good tonight, but it's got to be good for 40 minutes.
And it's going to be tested because Marty Simmons is going to make Bradley's defenders guard them off the dribble. He wants his people, he wants his players, his men, he wants them to go to the basket, take Bradley off the dribble, make him play defense.
When Bradley's defense is good, they challenge, they recover, they deflect. Here's the shot out of the corner by Holsinger, and Bradley rebounds with the lead. McCain lost it, picked it up without traveling. Maniscalco, the shot clock has not come into effect in this game yet. Collins stops, inside pass, McCain at 5'11", missed it, got his own rebound and missed it again.
Normally, when Edrin gets a missed shot, he's going to get the rebound and he's going to get it back in.
He's strong, upper body especially, ball rolling down and home for Nate Garner, his first basket. Bradley's lead melts to 1. This is a game that Bradley would like to make as a Valentine's Day gift to their fans. High screen roll. Bradley working the weave outside. Wilson's open. This is Maniscalco for 3. Rattled out. Now Evansville shoots for the lead. Holsinger downtown, too short.
He was 3 feet beyond the college three-point line.
That was truly NBA stuff. Out of the corner, Dunston. Rebound, foul, Collins.
You know, Frank, I think if Bradley would show the kind of patience they're going to need to have to win this game, they can be very successful. This man-to-man defense by Evansville is solid. It's some of the better defense they've played in recent years, but it can be broken down with patience. And right now I'm seeing a little impatience by Bradley, some shots that maybe you want to try to get better.
We'll be back on Comcast in a moment.
It's a giant GM certified sale this week at Green Chevrolet Hummer. 2006 Buick LaCrosse is just $166 a month. 2008 Chevy Uplanders just $239 a month. All with a 5-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty and low finance rates. Choose your favorite online now at ChevyStore.com.
Now is the time to join the Academy of Okinawan Karate in Peoria, Eureka, and Morton. Gain self-confidence, learn self-defense, improve your physical fitness, and learn the self-discipline that leads to better grades. Two-time world karate champion Joseph Walker and his highly trained staff will help you achieve your goals. Call the Academy of Okinawan Karate now at 692-2499 for any of our 3 locations. North Point Shopping Center, Peoria, Eureka, and Morton next to Kroger's. Join now and receive a free uniform when you mention this ad.
At Russell Cycling and Fitness in Washington, we make it easy to get started on an exercise program. First, we help match you with the right fitness equipment. And we back each purchase with Russell's exclusive 30-day guaranteed buyback policy. Russell stays with you every step of the way. Sales, service, delivery, and in-home maintenance. No third parties, only Russell's crew of fitness professionals. So visit our showroom at Russell Cycling and Fitness in Washington. We're not only the best place to buy your bicycle, we're the best place to buy your fitness equipment too.
It's a giant GM certified sale this week at Green Chevrolet Hummer. 2006 Buick LaCrosse is just $166 a month. 2008 Chevy Uplanders just $239 a month. All with a 5-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty and low finance rates. Choose your favorite online now at ChevyStore.com.
A little thunder from David Collins early going.
Well, David Collins is somewhat maligned for his lack of passion, but there was a good demonstration of, hey, I've got some passion. Look at this. I'd like to see a lot more of that. I'm sure Jim Leswood as well.
Collins goes 7 feet 242, and he does have a nice shooting touch with some ferocity. He'll help Bradley a lot in the last stretch run. Here's Sam Singh in the game for the Braves, replacing Collins, and Chris Roberts has also checked in. McCain is out of the game, which will shove Maniscalco to the point. Now he's going against Kayvon Lacey, number 2. And out of the corner, Grange. Oh, nice shot was Kalen Williams.
Yeah, Bradley was in the zone that time.
Evansville takes the lead. Maniscalco, high ball screen from Singh. They're trying to take the lane away from Wilson, and Sam Singh got in the paint and rolled one in.
Yeah, Van Tongeren went for the Academy Award-winning flop. I'm always happy to see official not buy that.
The turnovers for the Braves. Harzma, James Harzma, 32, 6'7", 210, freshman from Kenosha, Wisconsin, just checked in. Bradley's got Darian Norris, number 3, a freshman from Las Vegas, Nevada, in the game now. He'll be at a wing. He's more of a shooting guard than a point guard. In it goes to Singh, right through his fingers and out of bounds. The only player in the Missouri Valley Conference with more career points than Shai Eli is his teammate Jason Holsinger.
Now you're talking active players?
Active players.
Certainly not historic.
Oh no, active players. Fake by Williams. Lob inside Hardsman, lost the handle, got it back, and he got fouled. Tough break by Bradley, missed the shot badly.
The ball actually got lost. No one there we see Marty Simmons, exhorting his troops, trying to get them to. I keep hearing him in my right ear. Take it to the basket. Take it to the basket. Go to the rim. So that seems to be the game plan.
Well, Marty himself was one of Evansville's best all-time players, but a friend of yours was another, of course, Jerry Sloan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was when Jerry played. It was Division II. Evansville was Division II.
1963-5 he played.
And they were a power in the
country. My goodness.
The Purple Aces.
Won national championships, yes. They go by the Aces now, but then it was Purple Aces for sure. Bradley and Evansville tied, 13:45 to go. Frank Bissoni, Dick Versace on Comcast. Bradley looking for a score. The Braves don't want to get stuck on a number like they did at Creighton at the end of the game. Bradley needs to keep working to get a good shot. 5 on the shot clock. Roberts, right in. A tough shot, a difficult shot, and he booked it.
Those are adrenaline boosters for the team that makes the shot, and heartbreaking for the team that's trying to defend.
Bradley goes to the zone. 1-3-1. Wilson at the point. Lacey penned in. Bradley's zone has Maniscalco at the bottom. Good. This bothered him. This defense, it looked like it hit Theron Wilson in the ankle. The official called kicking the ball, so it'll come back. But we were about to see Theron pick up the fraternity.
I was going to say, why do you get a new shot clock? And then they just readjusted it and put the shot clock at 15.
All right, so it's Evansville's ball. Jim Les wasn't entirely happy about that. Bradley's back to man-to-man. Lacey tries to beat Norris. Hardsman knocked a man down, threw up another wild shot. Bradley's going to try to run. Do they have numbers? No. Chris Roberts inside, great pass to Singh, whipped out of his hands by James Hardsman, 32.
You know, when Bradley runs their motion, and Jim Les calls it Braves motion, there you see Sam Singh inside, not quite able to hang on to the ball. They get a retry here. But when they run their Braves motion, they need to be patient and not overhandle the ball on the perimeter, especially the weaker ball handlers.
Interesting point. Maniscalco got all the way in and found Wilson. He goes to the paint and the kick out. It's Maniscalco for 3.
Well, it's again an effort by the Evansville defensive players to take the charge, and it looks like these officials are just not going to call the flops, which is good for this game and good for the game of basketball.
Good forever. There's a whistle and a foul on the Braves. Foul is on Theron Wilson at the 12:01 mark, and Bradley leading 15-9, and you can see that Jim Les is very concerned about that call. And it's because that's only Theron Wilson's first foul. So, but Theron does go out for a moment. And Taylor Brown comes in. The coaches call him Peaches. He's from Georgia.
The Peach State.
Lacey outside with Kalen Williams. The guards' names are Kalen and Kayvon. And there is a foul on Evansville off the ball. And that's going to get a timeout, I believe, at 11:55, and that's it. Bradley's in the lead, 15-9. We'll be right back.
Scissors for Hair, more than just a haircut. Family owned for over 20 years. We're open 7 days a week, appointments or walk-ins. We have the biggest selection of home hair care products. You're sure to find what you're looking for. Stop in or make an appointment for the whole family. Our experienced staff is ready to meet your needs. Scissors for Hair, centrally located in University Plaza in Peoria. 688-0600.
Whether you've got the next Bradley basketball star in training or you're just having fun with the kids, count on the durability of a Goal Setter basketball system exclusively at Rainbow Play Systems. Goal Setter basketball systems have the proven performance and engineering to provide years of fun. The Goal Setter's patented compression jack system and offset pole design make this unit superior to other basketball goals. Visit Rainbow Play Systems today to try the Goal Setter basketball system for yourself and get a free pole pad with your purchase. Goal Setter basketball systems, the best in basketball.
When is an heirloom more than an heirloom? When you bring it to Carlson's Custom Jewelry in Peoria Heights. Whether you're repairing a precious heirloom, creating your own, or reinventing the one you've got, Carlson's Jewelry is here with professional jewelers to give your piece that perfect personal touch. Everything is done in-house. Nothing leaves the shop. Carlson's, located at 4701 North Prospect Road in Peoria Heights, corner of Prospect and Duryea. Remember, custom jewelry doesn't cost more, it just means more.
The Bradley Braves trying to find an open man.
Darren Wilson's penetrating here, and I talked before about the flops and the fact that the officials are not calling it. So he makes a nice move into the lane, and then he ends up finding Sam Maniscalco in the corner for a three. Looks like we got a little freeze frame activity there. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's Wilson coming in, and he eventually finds Sam Maniscalco, who hits his second three.
And this is the flop that is not called. There's the ball to Sam. And what you get out of that is some string music. Nice shot, Sam, and it gives Bradley a lead of 15-9.
Bradley's, excuse me, Frank, they're 5-11 from the field, and Evansville's 4 for 9 from the field.
Roberts, top of the key with Maniscalco. Bradley's playing with Norris outside also. 3 on the perimeter. 2 inside are Brown and Singh. In it goes to Sam Singh. Kick out, wide open Norris. Nice rebound. Taylor Brown steps in, puts it in.
That young man is going to be heard from before he leaves Bradley, before he takes off the red and white jersey. He will be heard from.
Downtown Taylor Brown got inside and made his presence felt. Holsinger against Maniscalco. Williams goes in, throws it up, and nearly got it. Kalen Williams, good-looking freshman. 6'4", 185. He averages 29 minutes a game as a freshman. You know he's a good one.
Well, you know what I see developing here on the defensive end for Evansville is there's a tremendous amount of clogging of the lane and sagging. Almost like when you play a zone, you're saying, I don't think you can hit from outside. Or I don't. That's why I choose to guard you that way. But sometimes you can play man-to-man with zone principles and just back off and pack the lane, and that's kind of what I'm seeing on the defensive end for Evansville.
The old-fashioned sink, and it's trying to take away driving lanes from people like Theron Wilson and Chris Roberts, the quick people that like to get to the rim. Free throw by Evansville is in, and it's 17-10. David Collins back in the game. He's second in the Valley in block shots with 36. Taylor Brown with the ball. 14 to shoot. Now 12. Collins rolled it off. Brown saw him open, got him the ball.
You got to take that shot. It's a very good shot. It's a 4-foot in front of the rim shot. Take it.
Holsinger guarded by a bigger man, Brown, as Bradley's in a man-to-man. Nice cut in the lane by Eli for a pretty one. Shy Eli.
He got a very good screen that time. He got a clean look, and he elevates, and that helps him get a good look at the basket as well.
That was his first two-pointer today. He averages 17-plus points per game.
That's a dangerous combination for a good scorer. Lift and screen.
There goes Taylor Brown again out of the left corner with a soft touch that we booked. Bradley by 7. That's 4 off the bench for Taylor Brown. Inside the ball goes for Eli. Bradley got their hands on it out of bounds. The Braves have Norris, McCain, both freshmen, Brown, a freshman. That's 3 freshmen. Roberts, a junior, and Collins, a senior. So Bradley's got 3 freshmen on the floor, and the Aces play with 3 seniors at almost all times: Holsinger, Gardner, and Eli. Brown. Oh, a great swat away by David Collins, the tower.
He said, just get out of here. What do you think you do? You can't come in here.
That's block
Take
number.
that, young man.
Block number 37 of the year. By the way, 40 leads the Valley. David's second now with 37. Slicing to the basket, Williams lost the ball in the air. Holsinger stop and pop. Right at the buzzer, and Chris Roberts was to the ceiling for that one. Taylor Brown's been a big lift off the bench.
You know, when I was coaching in the NBA, we'd have certain lineups on the floor, and we'd say, okay, where are we going to get our offense from? I'm looking out, and I'm saying, where are we going to get our offense from? And Taylor Brown makes an effort. I think the offensive foul was called here.
It was called. The offensive foul was called, and take a look at this to see what's going on with college basketball charge flop.
Well, you know, it's one of my pet peeves. You know, I think it ruins the game. I mean, I don't know. He kind of looks like the defender looked like he moved under and then fell. It used to be you had to actually knock the guy down, but it's a difficult thing for the officials as well. I do understand it.
Yeah, it's just a tough rule. Eli between the rings. Bradley by 7. 8:38 to go, first half. All the way to the goal. Bradley misses inside. Here's a rebound. Boy, Collins almost had another block.
Van Tongeren got a second effort there. Got it in.
Van Tongeren at 6'11" from the Netherlands. Braves by 5. 20 to shoot. 8:15 in the game, first half. McCain looks inside, comes out. Great fake by Wilson. Smash! Wow.
Darren Wilson saying, I got a clear path, baby. Let me go. Let me do my thing. Let me rock and roll. Let me fire slamma jamma.
Now that's some thunder. Happy Valentine's Day.
That was gorgeous. That's what you come to see.
Shot fake, and the man bought it. Darren couldn't get the three-pointer down, and the clock is at 8 minutes, and Bradley leads by 7. Bradley's defense has been good. Evansville's has not been bad. Inside to Van Tongeren again, and he's fouled. And it's on Collins, and that's his second, which may get him out of the game with 7:50 in the first half.
Well, that's unfortunate because he's playing pretty well.
Oh, he is.
David Collins playing pretty well, and I'm not so sure I wouldn't ride him for the third.
All right, we'll come back with the final 7:50 of the first half in a moment. Bradley by 7.
It's a huge Malibu and Impala sell-off. And there's only 2 places to buy. Jim McComb Chevy and Upring in Washington. We're overstocked with more than 70 new Malibus. And over 75 new Impalas. Price less than ever before. How about new Malibus for $15,490? Or new Impalas for $17,990? Both with a 100,000-mile warranty. Plus, we need your trade. And we'll pay you more than ever to get it. Get both great offers in Peoria and in Washington. But shop us first for the biggest savings. At Jim McComb Chevy in Peoria and Upring Chevy Saab in Washington.
Tired of going on the hour adventure to find just one item at the big do-it-yourself store? Well, there's a better way, and it starts with a visit to Builders Cash and Carry in East Peoria. Builders Cash and Carry will quickly get you the right item you need the first time and get you right back to your project. Builders Cash and Carry is here to help the do-it-yourselfer as well as the contractor with quality building materials like lumber, deck building supplies, and hardware. Get your job done right with help from Builders Cash and Carry in East Peoria, just next to the Cedar Street Bridge.
The things we do, we're gonna make you smile. We've got a style that's right for you. Leeway ceramic tile, a kitchen floor, the bathroom wall. No room is too big or small. So if you want the best in ceramic tile, the only way is Leeway.
Here's Theron Wilson in action.
Well, if you had the scouting report, you'd say back off of him and tell him to take this three. But he shows the ball as though he may go up to take the shot, and the defender bites. And it's a sweet finish as he gets through and just slams it home. There's the show, and there's the go. There's the elevation.
And there's the dough.
Beautiful.
Darren Wilson's dunk gives Bradley a 21-14 lead with 7:50 to go in the first half. Leading scorers in the game so far, Sam Maniscalco for the Braves with 6, Nate Garner for the Aces with 4. Bradley shot 8 of 16 from the field, Evansville 6 of 14, and the guy that you don't mind fouling, Peter Van Tongeren, is a 50% free throw shooter, missed that one. He averages 5 points a game.
Yeah, Evansville's not a great free throw shooting team. They've got 4 guys that shoot below 70. And Van Tongeren shoots, as you pointed out, 50%. Lacey shoots 56. Kalen Williams shoots 63%. And Nate Garner shoots 64%. So it's not a strong free throw shooting team.
McCain back at the point now. Dodie Dunston, skip past Sam. Baseline, Dodie. Boom!
Yeah, Maniscalco made a very nice penetration here, and he threw that baseline pass to Dodie Dunston in the corner, who had plenty of time to look it over.
Dodie's first three was buried. The Braves trying to stretch out their lead. Big house at Carver Arena. I'm sure there's 10,000 plus in attendance. Bradley's averaging 10,004 plus in Valley games. Bradley playing now with David Collins in the middle. Wilson, Dunston, McCain, and Maniscalco. Some quickness around Collins. This is Lacey.
You know, earlier Bradley was mixing their defenses. They seem to have settled in now to playing man-to-man, feeling comfortable that they can, well.
Eli got a stop and pop at the foul line.
I was blocked out. I didn't see who it was, but he's a guy you just can't let get warmed up. But I do like Bradley's intensity. I like the defense up in the numbers.
Bradley's taken, I think their defense has been really good. Their shot selection has been good. And there's another one that is a good shot. It's a free throw essentially for Collins.
Yeah, and David Collins said, am I this open?
Yes. He's got 4, and Bradley's lead stretches to 9. The third leg of the stool besides defense and shot selection, of course, is taking care of the ball. And Bradley, so far in this game, has only 3 turnovers.
3 turnovers, and Evansville with 3 turnovers.
That's a long shot from the Creighton game where Bradley had trouble handling the ball, and a lot of them were unforced, 19. Holsinger is just a fine shooter. He's an 80% free throw shooter. He averages 11.6 this year.
You know, they used to say that if you were a left-handed shooter, you were either really bad or really good, nowhere in between. I don't know if that may have changed over the years. But,
some coaches, you know, like left-handed centers because people are used to guarding over the other shoulder. Dodie Dunston. Oh, nice rebound by Collins, but it got bounced out of his hand, and on the floor, Lacey picks it up.
Bradley needs to get matched.
Eli, offensive foul as he drilled Edwin McCain, who was right in his grill. That's the second foul on Eli, I believe.
Yeah.
And he'll come out.
That's a good substitution by Marty Simmons, because you know that Jim Les was going to go right at Mr. Eli. Shy Eli was going to have to play some very good defense or let his defender go, not to pick up the 3rd foul in the first half.
And that was a good effort by McCain to frustrate Eli, which is why he got the push off in the first place. McCain got right up into it. Singh inside double. And traveling on Sam Singh.
You know, I always used to have a rule for my interior people: never take on 2 guys. And Sam Sink should understand. He should feel breakaway.
Steal. Theron.
Fly. Slamma. Jamma. Theron Wilson. I came to play today. I came to play.
6, and 2 of them have been thundering blasts by Theron Wilson. Theron, 22 out of 25 games this year for Bradley. He's had a double point figure in scoring. Only 3 times he hasn't been in double numbers in scoring. Garner up top. Watch Holsinger try to get a shot. There it is. Corner dead. Yes.
Well, you can't leave him. The old expression, stay in his chest. Get up in his chest and stay there. Don't help off of him. Stay up in his chest.
He had 23 points here last year against Bradley. Nice cut to the goal and a beautiful feed, and Maniscalco delivers.
Theron Wilson made a beautiful pass there. Nice little bounce pass to Sam Maniscalco coming down the baseline on a backdoor cut. Excellent.
8 points for Sam. Holsinger whips it nicely inside to Hardsman. He rolled it in.
Now Sam Sink just left his man who was under the basket and went to double up on Holsinger. Not a good idea. Make Holsinger hit a difficult shot before you'd leave your big man wide open underneath.
Maniscalco feeds inside to Singh, and it's off Singh and out of bounds. And Sam's had a tough series of plays here. 4:23 remaining. You're watching Comcast, Bradley basketball, the Missouri Valley Conference stretch run. And Frank Bissoni, Dick Versace, and Danny Adams, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Holsinger trying to shake free. This time it's Chris Roberts. Nice cut to the goal by Eli, and he got it. I take it back, it was Lacey. It was Lacey to the goal. 6 for Lacey. Bradley by 5 and a timeout for Jim Less.
And I'll tell you what Jim Less is going to be talking to his team about right now. He's saying, okay, we want to help and stop penetration, but the penetration should come from the wings over, not from the baseline out. So if you're guarding a big underneath down on the baseline, when you leave your man to go help, and I don't think the help was required as much as they've been doing. So let's see this guy finish the shot at the end of the drive under pressure rather than leave somebody wide open underneath to either tip the miss or get the little kickoff pass.
Let's take a look at Theron Wilson on his steal and his
Theron's feeling it today. He's doing
power.
everything. He's rebounding, he's defending, he's getting breakaway slams like that.
Theron has been on a springboard here in the first half, and he stands immediately in front of us now as they'll trigger in for the Braves at 4:01 to play. Bradley 30, Evansville 25, and the Braves want to see if they can enhance that lead before halftime. 20 to shoot. Wilson inside, steps against 2, now 3. That means Maniscalco's open. He cuts. Roberts.
Got it.
Wow.
He's feeling it. 2 for 2.
That's 2 threes for Chris Roberts. And Bradley likes to count in threes. Last year here, Evansville made 11 of 17 threes in the game here. Inside Hardsman got it. But Bradley made 12 of 31 threes here last year and won the game by 1 point.
A little different team last year as far as three-point shooting goes.
Well, yeah, Mr. Warren, Mr. Crouch, and Mr. Ruffin were around. And
Mr. Maniscalco was a threat as well.
You better believe it.
So there was a lot of good three-point shooting.
All right, we'll take a break with Bradley in the lead in the first half.
Velde Lincoln Mercury Volvo. World-class value, world-class service.
Another example of world-class, Owner Advantage. Owner Advantage is our way of rewarding you for bringing your vehicle back for service. Membership is easy. Ask your service advisors for details, like earning up to $500 in 1 calendar year, plus a complimentary oil change.
Velde Lincoln Mercury Volvo. Pioneer Parkway, Peoria. We deliver world-class value, world-class service.
Sam, Peoria resident, patient at Illinois Cancer Care. I had been diagnosed and I thought it was over.
We're leading the way in cancer care.
Just an amazing facility. The doctors at Illinois Cancer Care are some of the best in the world.
We offer the latest technology with compassionate, comprehensive care.
I feel great.
World-class cancer care.
And I owe it all to them.
Excuse me.
Oh.
And me.
Yeah.
We've got a strong local economy, good inventory of properties, the timing's perfect.
And the rates are good.
Good.
Good. Good.
Really good.
Call a realtor today.
Heritage Bank's newest location is your cell phone. Mobile banking. Your bank on the go. Visit go-heritage.com and check it out.
Total dental care from kids to grandparents and the brave to the not so brave. General dentistry for the entire family. Call 347-CARE today.
Bradley Braves have won 3 straight on Valentine's Day, and 5 of their last 7 there, and they're leading today by 6. And Dick Versace, what stands out with you in the early stats?
Well, the lack of free throws by either team. Evansville's been 9 times 5 for 9. 5 for 9 from threes, and at the free throw line, Bradley only has 3 attempts, and Evansville is 5 for 8 from the free throw line. The rebounding is virtually even. Turnovers is virtually even, and this is interesting. Both teams are shooting close to 60%. Evansville shooting 57.9 and Bradley shooting 59.1%. That always scares you a little bit. You're shooting 60%, you're only up 6.
We've talked a lot about Holsinger and Eli. They were both recruited by Bradley assistant Steve Murfeld when he was at Evansville. So he knew how to pick players and still does. Roberts has doubled. Bradley's been moving the ball crisply for a lot of the time. Looking for the open shot. 14 to shoot. Wilson heading to the rim. Got there and got fouled.
I like what Theron Wilson's doing tonight. He's not what I call shaking and baking with the ball. He's being efficient with his dribbles. You do need to use the dribble. You saw this time he just basically completed the play using 2 or 3 dribbles. I always used to have a rule, nobody needs to dribble the ball more than 6 times for any reason.
And a few select players, far fewer than that.
That's for sure.
Theron, by the way, had 28 points against Evansville here last year. And then he only got 2 down there when they really keyed on him after ringing him up for 28.
You know, you were talking about Steve Murfeld. You know, this is his old team. He was the head coach there for 6 years, I believe. It's got to be a little emotional for him.
Oh, absolutely.
Guys he recruited.
Sure.
Guys he coached.
You bet. Oh, all alone. Garter block by Bradley's Roberts, but they're going to give it to him on goaltending. I assume that was the call.
Yeah. I'm starting to see a little bit of a problem here. We're losing men under the basket. I mean, I don't care if you're in zone or man-to-man. You have responsibilities.
Bradley did lose Garner completely that time. Wilson again. Doty sliced all the way around the paint, and he got fouled.
Well, Doty Dunson's doing what he does best, and that's take the ball to the basket. He is the leading three-point percentage shooter for Bradley, but his strength of his game is taking the ball to the basket, getting himself fouled, finishing, ending up on the free throw line.
He played high school in nearby Bloomington High School, and he averaged 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists a game in high school, and then has done well wherever he's been since. Peter Von Tongeren at 6'11" back in for the Aces. If you just joined us, Bradley's leading Evansville 36-29. And at the 2:07 mark here at half, the Braves will try to go in with a lead if they can, bigger than that. Holsinger with the ball.
Well, Frank, unfortunately, there's not going to be any easy breathing for Bradley either the rest of this half or all through the second half. These teams are very evenly matched. Both of them play good defense. We talked about the fact that neither of these teams allows many points, 65, to the opponents. So it's going to be a dogfight down to the wire.
You got to remember, Eli's only got 4, and he averages 17 and a half. And another foul against the Braves. It's a 2-shot variety. It's on Singh, his 3rd foul. And
well, Chris Roberts came over and had a legit block, and that's what the fans are upset about. But the foul wasn't on Chris Roberts. The foul was on Sam Singh.
With Singh having 3 fouls here, Taylor Brown gets off the Bradley bench, and I was thinking that maybe Bradley would play a little smaller for a while with the centers having foul problems. Brown.
Well, this matches, I believe, either Taylor Brown or Chris Roberts to have to guard Van Tongeren.
Yes, or even Theron. I don't think they put Theron in there. Here's the free throw down, and the score for Bradley is a 6-point advantage now. There's only 1:48 to go in the first half, and here come the Braves. They're playing without a legitimate center. They're small, but they're quick and they're athletic. Doty had his man beat on the right and didn't see it, went all the way around on the left and scores.
That's what he does, and does it well when he does it.
Double D with his 7th point here in the first half. Holsinger is spinning in the lane. C.J. Erickson at 6'6" in the game for Evansville. Back door, Garner missed. Garner again, and another foul on Bradley. Evansville playing hard on the offensive board.
See, Marty Simmons he's in my right ear. I can hear him. I talked about this earlier in the broadcast, Frank. He's exhorting his players to take the ball to the basket. And what's happening is we're having to help from the baseline side, and we're leaving people wide open inside. We got lucky that he missed the first one, but he got the second effort and got fouled on that.
Exactly. There's a good picture of Marty. Done a very fine job in his 2nd year now. And as Dick Versace mentioned, this may be Jim Less's best year ever with e-golf and injury and the injury to Andrew Warren. Neither played hardly at all. And here we are, a minute to play, first half. Bradley by 6 with the ball. Here's a slice by Wilson. He got in and missed it. Oh, Taylor Brown got the rebound, had it poked out of his hand by Evansville.
That was interesting. Theron Wilson goes in. He's wide open to shoot the ball with his right hand, and he shifts it over to his left and misses it.
I thought I was seeing things when he did that. And now Roberts will trigger in. All right, Sam Maniscalco with the ball. Bradley's in no hurry here. Lead by 6.
Yeah, they need to get a good look. Don't give up your shot on this possession.
22 to shoot, plenty of time. Maniscalco beat Holsinger to the right, got all the way in. Holsinger shaded Maniscalco a step left, and as soon as Sam saw the crease, bang.
It's all about reading your feet of the defender. When you see him leaning like that, you go ahead and take your drive to the basket. You're going to get fouled, or you're going to get the ball in the basket, or you're going to get both.
And I'll tell you one thing about defense in this league. This is a very well-coached league, especially on the defensive end.
It really is. I go around this league, and I've had a great time going around this league with you this year.
Likewise.
And it's really interesting to see how many good coaches there are out there. I used to think I was the only good one.
You just had the best record.
From this chair, it's really, really heartwarming to see the job these guys are doing.
Real quick, in the last 11 years, every team in the Valley has gone to the NCAA tournament. Every one of them.
Northwestern wishes they could say the same for the Big Ten.
And they're getting better, but they wish they could. 41-33 Bradley, 17-16. There's 15 on the shot clock. It's virtually the same. Holsinger, Bradley by 8.
So when Holsinger gives up the ball here, if he does, shows.
Right there at the buzzer almost, and Bradley throws one 90 feet, and that's the end of the first half where the Bradley Braves certainly scored well. And at the end of the first 20-minute session, Bradley has racked up 41 points on their way to a 41-33 lead.
I just want to admonish, those that are, celebrating too quickly here. Marty Simmons exhorting his players to take the ball to the basket. What happens over the course of a ball game is that takes its toll if they're successful in doing it. And they're certainly been very successful, I think. You've had a lot of easy shots inside. That's why you see these shooting percentages, both of us sniffing at 60. Bradley and Evansville, 57, 58%.
And to go along on your point, I will offer our fans this. In Evansville's last game, they were behind 39-13, and before the game was over, they tied Illinois State and then ended up losing by 2. They were down 26 points in the first half. So this team knows how to come back.
Well, do you remember Marty Simmons as a player? He was a tough basketball player. And there's no, he may have gained a couple of pounds.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what, he's got that same heart, and he's a player that's going to make his players play the way he played.
Marty the Mule, they called him, and his teams won 68 games in a row and 2 undefeated state championships, and I had the pleasure to do them on WGN. We're going to come back in just a moment. Bradley leading by 8.
Because in the Creighton game, they played a very good first half and then fell apart in the second half. And yes, we're at home, and that should make a difference. But if you're a coach, you're a little bit nervous about the fact the other team is shooting 55% from the floor.
Kalen Williams, a good-looking freshman point guard, sends it into Eli, and the first play is to Eli, and he shoots it, he misses it, and he rebounds it and scores. Well, there's your game plan. Eli got 3 shots the first half, and bang, right away, right to him. Let's see what Bradley does in open. Maybe a set play, traveling on Dunson. So the Aces start with a basket, the Braves start with a turnover, and the second half is underway.
Yeah, Dodie Dunson's, 23 feet from the basket, decides he's going to manufacture something after one pass. And I talked earlier in the first half, Bradley has to be patient offensively, and they have to break the defense down.
Maniscalco, here's Eli again. 2 shots, 2 times down, 1 basket, and 1 foul. You can be sure that Bradley knows that Eli is going to get the ball for a while now, a steady diet.
Now, we talked about what Jim Les was saying, but also at the half, and we now should sort of consider what Marty Simmons is saying. And what he's saying is, I've preached it in the first half, I'm preaching it in the second half, and I'm sure he challenged his leading scorer to become active. Well, now, one of the things Bradley needs to do in playing Shy Eli is part of playing him is not playing him when he has the ball, but playing him when he doesn't have the ball, and make it difficult, make him work to even touch the ball.
Overplaying the pass, shutting down the passing lanes. But Marty Simmons says if I have Secretariat, I should ride it. Wilson inside, Collins. Theron, foul line, pop is good.
Good inside-outside pass by David Collins, a good choice. Caught the ball, brought it to his chest, kicked it back out to Theron Wilson for a short jumper.
Holsinger slips it inside. This is, oh my. Looked like Sam Maniscalco might have gotten there, and he did not. And Maniscalco's picked up the foul. And Nate Garner, that's not the favorite guy in the building you'd want to bash into. He's 6'5" and 225.
Well, there's the drive. I mean, it looked like Sam was right there, but he was under the net. In the NBA, that'd be no doubt. But in college, you can pick up a charge under the net, and that's what Sam tried to do, and he took a pretty good hit there.
That's one rule we may see changed. All right. Bradley leads by 5 now. Led by 8 at the half. Wilson tries to change that. Collins could actually hit a shot from there. Ball screen, double. And another foul on Bradley. Offensive foul on the Braves.
Well, here's Edrin McCain, dropped his shoulder, and there's that flop. I don't really see it, but he does have the habit of driving into the lane, then turning his back to the basket, which is not a good habit.
All of a sudden, the lead is down to 3, and Bradley needs a stop and a momentum changer. Sometimes they can be one in the same. A steal, perhaps. Garner had it nearly stripped. Williams. And Bradley is going to try to stem the run by Evansville and get one on the board. Maniscalco's played with confidence today. McCain finds Wilson. He didn't go. He blew by his man.
Good pass.
What a beautiful pass.
There's that baseline help. When you penetrate and you make the big come and help, there's always going to be somebody available down on the baseline.
And the Aces are biting on the ball fakes, the shot fakes. Inside it goes. Eli backing in against Dunston, puts it up and rolls off. Van Tongeren got the rebound. Evansville keeps it. Early in the second half, Carver Arena, Holsinger, bang. Now it's a 2-point game, and that's the first 3 by the Aces. His 8th point, that's Holsinger. Holsinger loves to shoot here. Evansville looks like they're much more intense than they were in the first half. Dunston with the ball for the Braves. Another offensive foul on Bradley.
Well, I talked about the patience that Bradley is going to have to display throughout the game. They did it pretty well in the first half, and they need to do it in this half. And I've seen so far a couple of impatient moves, and they've resulted in charges and loss of possession.
Marty Simmons was again pointing inside. It goes to Garner. He lays it up and in. The game is tied at 45, and the Aces have come back from a 8-point halftime deficit to tie the game, and take the ball. So Bradley's had a rough first 3.5 minutes here in the second half. The game is tied, and we'll see if the Braves can turn that around.
A lot of that comes from the fact that you're shooting so well in the first half, and you think you're just automatically going to do it again in the second half, and you don't come out with the same kind of energy that you need to.
They'll be right back with some of that in Jim Less's mind.
Malibu and Impala sell-off. And there's only 2 places to buy. Jim McComb Chevy and Upring in Washington. We're overstocked with more than 70 new Malibus and over 75 new Impalas. Price less than ever before. How about new Malibus for $15,490 or new Impalas for $17,990? Both with a 100,000-mile warranty. Plus, we need your trade, and we'll pay you more than ever to get it. Get both great offers in Peoria and in Washington, but shop us first for the biggest savings at Jim McComb Chevy in Peoria and Upring Chevy Saab in Washington.
Okay, guys, 2-minute break.
Hey, Jim, thanks for giving me the advice on the Better Bank. It's terrific.
Hey, a satisfied customer is the best advertisement, and they've been great to me and my family since I moved back to Peoria.
They make me feel like a neighbor. Competitive rates, just been terrific.
Well, my daily banking needs, they have my mortgage, I pay my bills online, and I get great service with that.
Experience for yourself what we mean by better service, better banks. Now with 5 locations to serve you in Bartonville, Peoria, Dunlap, and Wyoming. Member FDIC.
Throughout your life, you develop many special partnerships with family and friends. Pekin Insurance understands. We've been your partner in protecting those you care about most. Secure the future with a partner who cares. Your independent Pekin Insurance agent. Depend on your hometown professionals.
Call Mid-Illinois Insurance and talk to Ron Murphy, Larry Hardesty, or Mark Alwyn for all your insurance needs.
Pekin Insurance.
Darren Wilson does a great job of avoiding the offensive foul and dishes it off to David Collins for a slam.
Take another look at that, and Darren Wilson getting to the basket. Bradley needs that help. Evansville is on a 12-4 run to start the second half and have tied the game and have the ball shooting for the lead.
Bradley has to fight off the run. You know you're playing an excellent team. Their record is 15-9. It's better than yours. They have pride. You have to fight off their run.
Oh, a nice defensive play by Collins. He got his fingers on the ball, and Bradley has it. That stopped a shot inside by Eli. The Braves with Maniscalco and McCain, Roberts, Wilson, and Collins. Edrin at the point now against Holsinger. Sam.
That was a set play for Sam Maniscalco. He turned it down, really wasn't there. Now it's a shot clock situation.
3-2, and a long shot miss on rebound and score by Wilson. And it counts at the buzzer.
That young man came to play today. He came to play.
That is a dozen points for Theron Wilson, and the 23rd time he's been in double figures in 26 games for Bradley. Backdoor cut, Garner layup. Holsinger saw it coming. Garner got the back door. It's a tie. That's 15 for Nate Garner, who has come on in scoring. Last year he probably averaged under 5. Holsinger comes up now. Evansville shooting for the lead. Bradley's trying to stave off going behind. Eli against Wilson. Great play by Wilson. I don't know what the call is. The official has not. Oh, wow. That really looked like a.
Well, what's interesting is we had the exact same look that he had.
Yes.
And it was clear that Theron Wilson tied him up.
Both players put their hands on the ball. Wilson got his foul, and the Braves tied, lost that play.
Oh, that's unbelievable. But that's the way it goes, and you got to overcome all of these things that aren't going your way. Don't lose your poise. Keep your energy, and try to get control of the game.
We'll be right back.
What's the most efficient way to heat and cool my home while saving money in the process? If you have asked yourself this time and time again, then it's time to call Grimm Heating and Air Conditioning to finally get some answers. The skilled and knowledgeable associates at Grimm's can explain hybrid systems and how you can choose gas, electric, or utilize both, whichever is more efficient with the rates of today. They can also demonstrate the most efficient way to create hot water with the Rinnai Instantaneous Hot Water Heater. Higher efficiency equals lower utility bills when you call Grimm Heating and Air Conditioning.
Well, we did it again. General Motors just announced that nobody took better care of Chevrolet customers in Central Illinois than Riverside Chevy and Chillicothe. What's the horn for, Eric? Well, Larry, I was just getting ready to toot it a little. I think you already have. Roll the video.
It's time to toot your horn. Buy a new 09 Aveo LT for $14,500 and pay $230 per month. Or get an 09 Cobalt for $15,400 at just $244 per month.
For the best in customer satisfaction, come to Riverside Chevy and Chillicothe.
Arch Madness. It's not just great basketball, it's 4 action-packed days, 9 exciting matchups, 10 Valley teams, 100 players, thousands of wild fans, and an amazing array of attractions, activities, and restaurants in St. Louis. It's the 2009 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Tournament, March 5th through 8th at Scott Trade Center. Arch Madness. It's the one weekend no basketball fan can miss. Get your tickets now.
The game has been tied up by Evansville, and here's a play that looks like Bradley lost.
You make the call. Looked like pretty good defense, and then looks like Theron Wilson tied him up. But you know, we look at it, you know, with a little different slant than the Evansville fans, or maybe even the officials. And
Bradley
got to move on. Got to move on.
Okay, for the record, Bradley has been called for 14 fouls. Evansville 9. Eli's inside, and he throws it up and off the rim, and Maniscalco rebounds for the Braves. Evansville's 12 out of 15 free throw shooting. Bradley's 8 out of 9. But Bradley needs to take the lead, and Wilson gives it to him.
Wow. Now, great move, great spin, only 2 dribbles.
17 blistering points. Garner inside Van Tongeren and got it. Garner with a good feed.
For some reason, Theron Wilson came to double. I'm not sure that's Jim Less's plan. He came to double Hofsinger or Holsinger.
Theron Wilson at the top of the key now. Maniscalco tries to go baseline, and there's finally a foul on Evansville. The crowd responds. What Bradley could use now would be a couple of baskets in a row, a steal, a dunk, something, and get the crowd back into the game as they were roaring in the first half. James Hardsma, 6'7", 210, freshman from Kenosha in for Van Tongeren. Maniscalco, St. Patrick's in Chicago, having a fine game today. Sam, 3. Rebound, Collins pushed out of bounds, I think.
Yeah, he was pushed out of bounds.
Kevon Lacey back in for Evansville.
Yeah, Sam Maniscalco misses the shot. David Collins gets it, and gets a little nudge from James Harzma.
And thought the better part of valor was to hit the deck. The game is tied, second half. Slicing to the goal for a capper is Chris Roberts.
You can break this team down if you're patient. Good ball movement, A to B passes, crisp passes, minimum dribbles, and you can break them down.
And the eye-popping athleticism of Roberts on display. 8 points. Here's a ball stolen by Wilson. On the floor, nicely done, picked up by Eli. He's all the way in. Taken away by Collins. And Bradley has it. Now is a time when the Braves need a hoop. Wilson's inside, and one.
Now that time, wonderful use of the left hand. Change it from right to left, right hand dribble, airborne, right to left, finish off the glass, Theron Wilson.
And give an assist on the play to a 7-foot guard named David Collins.
That's what I was referring to when I say an A to B pass. It's the obvious open pass, and that's the pass you try to make, and don't try to make anything more difficult than that.
I can remember Larry Brown always saying, don't fake to the open man. He's open for a reason. Theron Wilson, what a fine afternoon he's had. What a fine season he's had. And missed the free throw. Bradley's lead stays at 4, 53-49. 12:45 now left in the game. Frank Tassoni and Dick Versace on Comcast. Lacey and a foul. Also like to mention the special friends of Bradley Basketball, Core Construction, Total Income Tax, the Sharp Family Corporation, BradleyFans.com, Proctor First Care, Zobrist Construction, all the great supporters of Bradley Basketball. Wish you and all your friends happy Valentine's Day today. And a free throw good by Lacey. Lacey's got 5. Kevin is from Alton, Illinois, 6-foot sophomore. There's Eric Bisher over on the Bradley bench, the Braves' associate coach. Free throw is good. Bradley's also assisted by Alvin Brooks, Steve Murfeld, and Kyle Vogt. 2-point game. Foul against the Aces as Maniscalco handled the ball. And Sam, Dick, this is an interesting stat. In Missouri Valley Conference play, Sam Maniscalco is 41 for 45 at the free throw line, 91.
Well, you should try to get on the free throw line a little bit more.
That's right.
And they're setting that high double screen for him, which gives him some space to operate on.
Bradley's got a quick lineup in the game right now. And no goal by Roberts, who's playing 2 games in a row with more confidence. 12:20 left in this one. The Braves will have Roberts to trigger.
A lot of physical activity going on inside there.
Maniscalco is doubled. He fires a three. Nice rebound, Roberts with his quickness. This Bradley team has got some athleticism. Skip pass. It's nicely saved by Maniscalco. Sam down the lane, shovels it up.
Excellent finish. When you get by your man, you just drop your shoulder and then try to get a little body contact, and that gives you the space to finish your shot. Excellent example of that by Sam Maniscalco.
12 points for Sam. Bradley leads by 4. We'll be back.
Massage at Kramer Chiropractic. Vanquish stress, reward your deserving muscles, and promote healing of soft tissue. Massage by Kramer for deep relaxation and natural ease of pain. Relief from headaches, musculoskeletal conditions including neck and back pain, chronic sprains and strains. Myofascial release, a massage given by a specially trained therapist for the repair of chronic conditions. Relieve sore muscles, relax a tired mind, re-energize your body. Kramer Chiropractic. Live life well.
Well, we did it again. General Motors just announced that nobody took better care of Chevrolet customers in Central Illinois than Riverside Chevy and Chillicothe. What's the horn for, Eric? Well, Larry, I was just getting ready to toot it a little. I think you already have. Roll the video.
It's time to toot your horn. Buy a new 09 Aveo LT for $14.5 and pay $230 per month. Or get an 09 Cobalt for $15.4 at just $244 per month.
For the best in customer satisfaction, come to Riverside Chevy and Chillicothe.
Central Illinois farmers have taught us that hard work, dedication, and respect of others make up the farm way. Your friends at Leeway Ceramic Tile have built a company based on these same principles. Next time you're shopping for ceramic tile, visit the hardworking people who always treat their customers with respect. For quality products at a fair price, remember there's the farm way and there's Leeway. Leeway Ceramic Tile.
So if you want the best in ceramic tile, the only way is Leeway.
Remember I was telling you about the 6 dribble rule, that there's no reason to ever dribble the ball more than 6 times, ever. And most of the times you don't need to dribble it any more than once. That was a 1 dribble move from about 18 feet. Of course, he does have a little help with that spring of his. Chris Roberts, nice finish.
Sweet. The Braves by 4, 11:51 left to play, Carver Arena. Only one player for Evansville has tried a 3. It's Holsinger. He's 1 for 4. Bradley's 5 for 12. Bradley shot 10 free throws. The Aces 17. Evansville's made 14. Bradley 8 of 10. Here's Sam.
And Bradley's still shooting 60% from the floor. It's amazing. 61.8 actually.
Sam rarely has missed in the league, and he missed that time. He'll get more chances. Kalen Williams, a very mature freshman with the ball. He might have walked. Foul on Bradley.
You know, a lot of players these days on their drives, they're using the football carry. What they do is when they get airborne is they tuck the ball like a football player, like a halfback would cover the ball, and they ride that jump. They ride their leap and try to finish from that move.
Williams made the free throw for the Aces. Games tonight or later today in the Valley. Creighton at Southern Illinois, University of Northern Iowa at Wichita State, and Indiana State at Missouri State. Kalen Williams missed the second. Bradley's got the ball and a 3-point advantage. Kalen Williams has 4. Bradley's beaten Evansville 5 straight times here. Bradley leads the series 19-13 against Evansville. You just get the feeling this game's going to go to the wire.
That's the 7th foul, Frank, and that's valuable to have 11 minutes left in the half and be on the bonus. That's the play that put him on the bonus. Theron Wilson drawing the foul. Both teams are on the bonus.
He has more free throw attempts than any player in the Missouri Valley Conference this season. And the reason is he can take it to the basket with efficiency.
And he has great elevation, and he knows how to draw the foul, and he knows how to take the contact and then make the attempt at the finish. Be nice to have him around for a couple more years. It's unfortunate.
That's for sure. 18 points for Theron Wilson. His average is 13.2. Bradley has inched it back up to a 5-point advantage. Can they hold it? Great recovery inside. It's Lacey to Eli, and a foul on Evansville.
You know, I watched that exchange, and exchange is just a little short period of time. Basketball terminology, that's what that means. And Chris Roberts did a marvelous job of trying to cover Holsinger, get back and help inside, and be prepared to go back and help. You know, if they threw the ball back to Holsinger, it was really good effort by him.
It really was, and he covered so much ground. Like you were pointing out on the dunk, one step, he covered 15 feet.
Well, he's extremely athletic, and you know they say for junior college players, you really don't see what they are and how much they can help you until towards the end of the first semester of his senior year.
That's right.
Because it's a big adjustment. When they play in junior college, believe me, there's a huge difference between Division I anywhere and junior college basketball.
Almost without ever an exception, the defense is much more emphasized and important at this level.
It's more, you know, the demands are greater and the challenges are greater.
Singh rolls it down. Sam Singh with 4. And Bradley has now a 7-point advantage with just over 11 minutes left to play. The Braves, this is a higher scoring game than I anticipated it would be. Both teams have shot the ball very well.
Well, if you're Bradley, what you want on this exchange is you do not want to give up a 3.
McCain hawking Holsinger. Now Eli, he's their big gun. He's trapped. In it goes. Clint Hopf missed the shot. He's 6'8", and Bradley's got the ball back. Now will the Braves find a good shot here? McCain beat his man, gave it to the flying Wilson, missed it.
Very good penetration. You know, I was a little concerned that he might be out of control, but Edgar McCain gathered himself, got into the lane, found Theron Wilson open on the baseline, up strong, takes the foul, goes to the free throw line. Bradley on the bonus.
Exactly 10:30 left to go. Theron Wilson had one game in junior college. It was 33 points and 20 rebounds. He knocked it in. And there's a senior leader on this team.
Well, you know, in the last few games, Theron Wilson struggled. And one of the reasons I think he was struggling is, you know, he got away from doing what he does best. Slash, get in the paint, work without the ball, penetrate and dish. Those are all things he can do.
That is absolutely true. And this is Holsinger spinning, getting away from his man to Erickson on the baseline. Holsinger wants to shoot. Nearly had it poked away. Eli. Jump shot. Rolled it in. Shy Eli's athletic.
Well, you can't let him get to 2 feet in front of the basket. You're better off trying to make him make a difficult shot over you. But let's just give Shy some credit. That was a very good basketball play.
He has 10 in the game. Braves trying to keep him down. Roberts, Wilson, outside, inside, Singh. There's the 3 ball. Dunson, boom!
Got it! Ring it up! Ring the bell! Double D! Dodie Dunson nails a 3.
Double D from downtown. And that's a 10-point lead. It's timeout Evansville, and 10,000 plus have come to their feet. Evansville scores 66 a game. Bradley about the same, but the Braves with 9:29 to go, Coach, have 64 points.
Well, what I find interesting is is the amount of penetration and dishing they're doing. That reminds me of last year's team.
Yes.
Now that's what last year's team did, you know, when they had all the shooters. What's happening now is they're reverting to their old way of playing, and they're being very, very selective in the shots they take, and they seem to be much more under control in the penetrations, and they're finding open people, and they're hitting shots.
Let's take a look at one play. I think Dodie Dunson is the man on this play.
Well, Sam Singh kicks it out. See, Sam Singh did not try to take on two people inside, made the excellent choice. That pass in basketball is called inside, weak side.
And this lineup has done some good for the Braves here with Roberts and Dunson and Wilson and McCain. Those are four of the more athletic players in this league. And Bradley has really found a combination here for a little bit with that group. And on the good side of that is Sam Maniscalco's getting a little rest for some fresh legs down the stretch.
What you want to look for when McCain is in the game is how does the other team play him? A lot of teams have been playing him by dropping off of him and bottling up the lane. But if you play him at all, the lane remains open for penetrations.
Harzman misses the free throw. I think the opposition so far is encouraging McCain to shoot the three rather than split the paint. Wilson inside, steps in, off the window, doesn't go.
He made a great move. He used the body on body to free himself, just couldn't finish it.
McCain fouls Holsinger, and that's a tough guy to foul.
Yeah, you don't want to foul him, you don't want to give him a three, and you don't want to give him hope.
That's right.
I mean, the country needs hope. Yes. Don't give Holsinger hope.
Not to your opponent. Not to your opponent. Hope is like courage. Those are the ones that guarantee the other virtues. Up and in for Holsinger.
Yeah, this guy's a machine on the free throw line.
Jason Holsinger, the leading active scorer in the Missouri Valley Conference with 1,329 points coming into today. And Holsinger has 11 to add to that. Eli with 10. Theron Wilson with the ball. Braves by 8. McCain. Run out possibility for the Aces. Can Bradley stop the run out? Yes. Rebound though by Eli. Chris Roberts timed his leap.
Roberts did a good job of making a miss, but there was not another white shirt there to clean it up.
4 points in a row for Evansville. They've closed it down to 6. They won't go away. Reminiscent of last year's 1-point Bradley win here. And I'm sure that anybody in the building that's a Bradley fan would take that right now.
Well, Nate Garner's having a tough time with Theron Wilson. He just doesn't have the foot speed to move with him. And when Wilson is efficient with his dribble, doesn't overhandle, and just uses his dribble to penetrate, it's tough to handle. It's not a matchup that Nate Garner can handle.
Nate Garner played AAU ball with a guy named Tyrone Colescott. Roberts out, Maniscalco in. Chris was effective. Wilson for Bradley with 21 points in the game, and there's still over 8 minutes to play. He's been a weapon. 22. Now Maniscalco is matched up with a 6'4" Williams.
They're trying to free Holsinger. He's going to back pick and step out. There he is. They missed him.
Dunson's on Eli. 19 to shoot. Great steal inside Wilson. He's been everywhere. Singh is at the high post. In this league, you've got to be able to defend ball screens well. Dodie with that left hand. He loves to swing around the paint with the left hand. 15 to shoot for Bradley. The Braves taking some time off the clock, but they need a good shot. That's what they're looking for. McCain threw it up from the hip, no good. Tipped around. McCain's got it for two.
Good second effort. Outstanding second effort. Edwin McCain.
Once again, his upper body strength comes into play. Inside Lacey, all the way, got it. Lacey's taking the ball down the paint. Marty Simmons just asked the official in front of it, what about the body? 14 for Eli. Bradley trying to hold on. They're as far ahead now as they were at halftime, which is 8. Wilson way outside.
Bad
too
choice.
short.
Bad choice. Needs to be way more patient.
Here's a shot by Lacey that's
4-point
good.
swing on a bad choice.
Early in the count and way too far outside.
Out of his range, not his game, and not doing the things that are making him have this outstanding game that Darren Wilson is having. Great second effort there by Edwin McCain on that putback.
All right. Well, I'm telling you that this has been something. In 68-62, Bradley in the lead. The Friends of Bradley basketball with us all year. And Dick Versace, you know a lot of these people, Wayne Baum and Steve Rushley over at Core Construction, Proctor First Care with Todd Baker, thebradleyfans.com. Just get your computer out and read about Bradley basketball in a valley. Total income tax. Bill Sharp, a longtime friend of Bradley basketball at the university. Phil Zobrist, Joe and Tim Zobrist, and Zobrist Construction in Morton. All these people have been great friends of the program for many, many years, and we thank them for their support of our broadcasts and the university. Well,
it's all about choices. When you are coaching this game or you're playing this game, it's choices that you as a coach decide what defense you want to play, what matchups you want to have. It's all about choices. But for players, their choices is oftentimes your shot selection.
Williams and Maniscalco collided, but nothing happened. It was no harm, no foul. Inside, here's a foul on Von Tongeren trying to guard Collins.
And that's interesting. If you looked at the perimeter play before, let's take a look at the replay here. A little pass. You see how Van Tongeren, I don't speak Dutch, but I speak Netherlands.
That is the 5th foul, I do believe, on Von Tongeren. 5 it is, and Von Tongeren is out of the game. This could be Hardsma going in the middle or Hop, and we'll come back. Bradley's in the lead by 6 with over 6 to go.
Sports, it's all about teamwork. And as part of a team, we feel it necessary to recognize business teammates who have made our achievements possible. To our loyal customers at Teamworks, we thank you for your continued support and welcome you again soon. We're gearing up for back to school with an expanded showroom, great new spirit wear to support your team, and as your authorized Mizuno team dealer, we have the latest equipment to give your team that competitive edge. Teamworks, we're as passionate and proud of our team as you are of yours.
Velde Lincoln Mercury Volvo. World-class value. World-class service.
2 great events during our Velde Lincoln Mercury Volvo Customer Appreciation Sale. First, all pre-owned vehicles are marked down, including Lincoln Mercury and Volvo certified 6-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Second, we have special purchased a large selection of cars that get over 30 miles per gallon. Wow!
Velde Lincoln Mercury Volvo. Pioneer Parkway, Peoria. We deliver world-class value. World-class service.
Arch Madness. It's not just great basketball, it's 4 action-packed days, 9 exciting matchups, 10 Valley teams, 100 players, thousands of wild fans, and an amazing array of attractions, activities, and restaurants in St. Louis. It's the 2009 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Tournament, March 5th through 8th at Scott Trade Center. Arch Madness. It's the one weekend no basketball fan can miss. Get your tickets now.
5 assists.
Darren Wilson, there's a, this is the play by McCain inside.
Well, you know, normally because he has such athletic ability, when he gets the ball on a second effort, he normally finishes. He's about, I think, 2 for 4 on those finishes. 2 of them he missed and 2 he made. Very athletic young man.
And he's 5'11", maybe.
Yeah, but you know,
but he plays big.
You know, it ain't the size of the dog, but the size of the fight in the dog. And I always say I'd rather have a 6'9" guy that can jump and run and pass and shoot than a 7'4" guy that can't walk and chew gum.
Theron Wilson tonight, all he's got accomplished, 22 points, 10 free throws. By the way, 22 is a high for Bradley in points this year. 10 free throws is Theron's high, 8 deflections, and 5 rebounds. So what a night, or what an afternoon. David Collins missed right there, just right in for David. He's 65% shooter from the line. He has 7 in the game. He's made a difference in this game.
Yeah, he's got 5 rebounds. He's 3 for 4 from the floor. He's got 6 total points. He's got 3 blocks.
And
I'd say he's made a difference.
Yeah, and just made 2 key free throws. Gets Bradley's lead back to 8. This is going to be a great finish, folks. Holsinger. Look at Wilson. He's skying up at the rim. Bradley'd like to get something easy if they could. Cut back. It's a set.
Oh my! Great after timeout play by Jim Les.
How did he catch it with one hand?
Walking. Chris Roberts on a 5 slamma jamma. Oh my!
That might be the best play I've seen athletically all season. I don't believe he caught it, and then he delivered it. He's 6'4", folks.
I was just going to say before that happened that Jim Les has been running more set plays, and that was a set play, beautifully timed, beautifully executed.
The entire arena is buzzing about that startling play, and Wilson comes in.
Oh, he called a charge.
He called a charge on Wilson.
He made every effort to avoid the charge.
Jim Les is really upset. And one of the officials goes over to talk to him and says, settle down. 72-62 on a spectacular high-flying act. You know,
see, when you make the effort to avoid the charge, and then the man who gets the charge is basically under the net, that's why the NBA has the line there, the little semicircle.
Yeah, right.
Because that's just not a correct call.
It's a big, big call in the game.
Unless there's something we didn't see. Did he shoot him with a 6-gun or something?
Holsinger falls down and timeout. Marty Simmons yelled timeout as Holsinger fell in the corner, and they get it with 5:04. Wow. You know, I want to just mention, you coached in the NBA, you're an executive in the NBA, but this is the soaring choreography of athleticism that you see in the NBA. It reminded me of that Chris Williams dunk.
Yeah, we used to see it every night. 80, 82. See how the back cut? He back cuts up, elevates and gets up and finishes big.
The fans just absolutely were shocked that he could catch that and still be high enough to finish a dunk.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see next year, maybe towards the end of this year, Chris Roberts has had to figure out, how can I take what I do and fit it into Division I? He's not a knockdown shooter from the perimeter. He needs to select well, but he needs to put this athleticism of his into the game on a nightly basis.
That was Holsinger, and that was a bullseye out of the corner. Holsinger with 14, Eli with 14, Garner with 15, Bradley by 7. Braves looking shot selection. McCain doubled. The ball's on the ground. It is a jump ball. The possession arrow is right in front of us against it, and it is
I can't tell. It
We
looks
cannot see the possession arrow from
looks
where
like
we
it's
sit.
Bradley's it's Bradley's possession.
It is Bradley's possession.
McCain has that habit of getting into a seam and turning his back.
So the Braves will keep it and try to add to their lead. Evansville came out of the shoot with it. There's 5 seconds to shoot now. 4. Sam got free. Collins dropped it. And Bradley lost a layup opportunity there.
Well, they were on a short clock.
Look at Holsinger
firing.
Look out. This is what he did last year at Carver Arena.
You got to deny him the ball. You got to deny him the ball, make him work and wear himself out trying to even get it.
He's got 17. He did this same exact thing a year ago here, and he has been deadly. Bradley needs a basket here.
Too many dribbles.
Roberts got inside. He was fouled first by Nate Garner. Garner is fouled out of the game, his 5th. And there's a timeout on the floor now. But Bradley is down. Bradley with a 4-point advantage and 3:53 to protect it.
It's a huge Malibu and Impala sell-off, and there's only 2 places to buy: Jim McComb Chevy and Upring in Washington. We're overstocked with more than 70 new Malibus and over 75 new Impalas, priced less than ever before. How about new Malibus for $15,490 or new Impalas for $17,990? Both with a 100,000-mile warranty. Plus, we need your trade, and we'll pay you more than ever to get it. Get both great offers in Peoria and in Washington, but shop us first for the biggest savings at Jim McComb Chevy in Peoria and Upring Chevy Saab in Washington.
When we went to the State Bank of Spear, they were really able to customize their approach. We felt that working with State Bank of Spear was just good business because we were able to bank with basically no fees and then earn money that we had on deposit. State Bank of Spear offered a number of services that we weren't able to find anywhere else.
Check out Peoria Banking Center's completely free checking accounts. The Peoria Banking Center in the Candletree Center on North University, Peoria.
Tired of going on the hour adventure to find just one item at the big do-it-yourself store? Well, there's a better way, and it starts with a visit to Builders Cash and Carry in East Peoria. Builders Cash and Carry will quickly get you the right item you need the first time and get you right back to your project. Builders Cash and Carry is here to help the do-it-yourselfer as well as the contractor with quality building materials like lumber, deck building supplies, and hardware. Get your job done right with help from Builders Cash and Carry in East Peoria, just next to the Cedar Street Bridge.
At Carver Arena in Peoria, Illinois, Bradley and Evansville tied in the Missouri Valley Conference standings, and with 3:53 left, Bradley leads by 4 points. Theron Wilson with 4 fouls for Bradley, and he's been a key guy in this game with 22. Nate Garner and Peter Von Songren have fouled out with 5, of course, for the Aces. Nobody else with 4. Leading scorer, Wilson 22, Holsinger 17. Holsinger's got 17 points and 7 assists in this game. And Bradley has always had trouble corralling that little left-handed.
You can't forget that he's on the floor. He's got a hair trigger. He's a lefty. You can't forget that. And you can't forget that you need to deny him as much as you can. You're totally not going to be able to keep the ball out of his hands 100%. But you need to work.
And he's got great range.
Oh, he does. And it's just a hair trigger.
Chris Roberts made a very important free throw for the Braves. That makes 12 points as he knocked them both down. And the Braves by 6. All right, Bradley has McCain, Roberts, Wilson, Dunson, and Maniscalco. Bradley's gone small.
And they put Maniscalco on Holsinger. He's trying to deny him.
Theron Wilson is Bradley's only inside player in the game. Bradley's got 4 guards and a 6'5" guy. Eli, look at that touch. Shy Eli. Last year it was 77-76. It's 74-70 with 3:20. Maniscalco got around his man and gave it to Dunston. Foul line, riser. Big shot.
Nice choice. Kept himself under control. Good balance. Raised up. Double D hits the shot. Short jumper.
Bradley's offense is cooked, but so has Evansville's in the second half. Holsinger got in and got fouled, and he's automatic almost at that line. Fouls on Maniscalco.
Well, Sam is trying to fight through the screens. He needs a little more help from the man guarding the screener. Sam Maniscalco is trying to fight over the screen, but if Holsinger gets a little window, just a little alley, he takes it, and he's dangerous if you put him on the line. He's dangerous if you let him finish, and he's dangerous if you back off and let him shoot. Pretty good basketball player.
There's a reason this young man is the active scoring leader in the Valley. And now it's back to 4 points under 3 minutes, and the fans are saying, can't we get a rocking chair game? Not today, folks. Holsinger with 19. Chris Roberts, lots of dribbles.
Too many.
Now he's in a pickle. Finds McCain, 14 to shoot for Bradley. Wilson saved the pass and then got stripped and fouled. The foul is on.
Well, that's a bailout. That we call that in the NBA a bailout. But sometimes the bailouts go for you.
James Hardsma is the player that fouled him. He's from Kenosha, Wisconsin.
There's what I'm talking about. You're worried about the shot clock running down. You don't really have much going, and you get bailed out by the official. He gives you a call. Not that it wasn't deserved, but it was indeed a bailout.
Oh, Theron Wilson just missed the free throw. Theron's got 22, but Marty Simmons has seen this movie before. He had 28 here last year against him. It's only a 5-point lead, and the way Holsinger shoots the three, now he's going to run down to the far corner, and Maniscalco's responsibility is to keep the ball from him and really crowd him. Lacey got all the way in. Set play, put Holsinger on one side, loaded the other. It's a 3-point Bradley lead. 10 for Lacey. Very tense crowd. Clock moves to 2 minutes. Now, McCain, nice pass, Wilson, he got hammered and knocked into the support. Wilson made a fake inside, and one of the Evansville players went up on his back.
Well, McCain was penetrating, and he did a very, very nice job. Oh, Theron Wilson takes a hit to the back of the head, comes up standing, and takes time to help up his opponent.
Well, we broke out a wrestling match there for a hot minute.
Thought it was Mickey Rourke out there.
That is the kind of music you like to hear. When that microphone up behind there, you hear the strings?
Yeah, string music.
Bradley by 5. Theron Wilson, 24, 25. And there's timeout on the court with only 1:56 to go. And the big question is, Dick Versace, can Bradley stave this Evansville team off and take the lead over them in the standings?
Well, I don't think there's any question that they can. The challenge is that on the other end, you've got two guys that are extremely dangerous. We talked about them in the open, Holsinger and Shai Eli. Shai Eli can make his own shot, can manufacture his own shot, and the twos hurt you as much as the threes. Now the other guy, Holsinger, you just got to keep the ball away from him. And on the last exchange, what happened was Sam Maniscalco was working hard, and everybody was aware of Holsinger, and they ran a little play, a little screen and roll on the other side, and the man with the ball got right to the basket. So you've got to play solid defense. You can't give up your help defense, but you also got to know that the shots are going to come from one or two people.
Lacey comes down. He's given him a good lift off the bench today, too. He did not start the game. Inside ball is poked away and fouled on Chris Roberts. Bradley's had a bundle of fouls.
Well,
today.
you didn't want this. You don't want the clock stopped and them scoring points. I think Chris Roberts felt he had a good defensive play. He's defending. That's all legal there. Steps around, bats the ball.
Oh, my. That was not much contact there, if any.
No. Well,
Eli makes the free throw.
You know, good officials should let the players decide who wins the game. And when you make calls like that, it's like you're in on the decision process.
No way. Here's Eli. Pretty.
Nobody wants to see that. Everybody wants to see, either Evansville, makes a play. I mean, if it's a legit foul.
Right.
But that clearly wasn't.
No.
But you got to get by it.
Braves by 3. There's only a minute and a half left in this game. Kalen Williams really mugged McCain. Sam got to the basket, kicks it off, and a block on Evansville. Sam Maniscalco got to the rim.
We caught a break there. That could have gone either way. Sam made the quick drive to the basket, got airborne, and there was a flop. Let's take a look at it.
Fouls on Lacey.
There's the penetration, the slide over, the flop.
This is Maniscalco. For Sam's free throw. Well, let's check and see what Sam's done today on the free throw line. And he'll try another. 91% in the league. Big free throw. Sam got them both. Bradley leads by 5. He is 4 for 5 today. All right, Holsinger with the ball. Watch him look for a shot. 1:15 to play. Here comes Eli. He will shoot it. And it rolled off. Rebound scrum under the basket. And it's going to be Evansville's ball on a jump ball on the alternating possession. Okay.
Well, Roberts did a good job on Eli. Made him take as tough a contested shot as he could. And just weren't able to get the rebound. It looked like a little over the back, as much as Roberts' call on the baseline.
All right, here's the situation. 1:08 to go. Evansville with the ball. Bradley leading by 5. It comes into Eli.
Full shot clock, full shot clock.
Holsinger and Eli will be the 2. Here's screen roll. It's either Holsinger shooting or Eli getting it. There's Eli, 25 to shoot. Eli's inside, stutter step, missed, rebound. Theron Wilson, and he is hammered. Really a determined.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's rebounding.
And that's what
he's
rebounding
scoring.
is.
He's
It's
driving.
effort.
He's dishing. He's deflecting. A bravura performance by Theron Wilson.
And he's not too late for the Oscars.
Coming up.
Timeout on the court for a hot second here. I'm not sure. Here's a foul out of the game perhaps here.
Javon Lacey, I think.
Lacey.
Holmes is in for him. Denver Holmes.
Denver Holmes can shoot it. Actually, he's 47% on threes.
Wow.
Denver Holmes is a 6'4" freshman from Kansas. And here's a guy from Kansas that's been the perfect storm today for Bradley. Theron Wilson. Theron misses a free throw. Bradley's lead is only 5. Every point is priceless. .50 seconds to play in the game. Holsinger. Holsinger drives. Quick kick and shot. Not good by Holmes. And Holmes came in to shoot a 3. Marty Simmons put Holmes in to run a set play and a 3-ball because he averages 47, but he hadn't been in the game till now. 38.7 seconds left.
Go guys, get there.
And Dodie Dunson.
Dodie Dunson did a pretty smart thing. He either kept the ball to be fouled or pass it to Edrin James Edrin McCain I got the running back from Phoenix mixed up.
Yes.
But that was a good choice because you might say, well, look, he's holding the ball because he wants to get fouled, so he goes to the free throw line. But he's a better free throw shooter than Edwin McCain. It was a good choice, and he nailed the deuce.
All right. Bradley by 83 to 76. That's 13 points for Dodie Dunson. There's Holmes again. Look at the quick trigger by Holsinger, and he got it back. Inside, Eli got it. Eli's relentless on the basket, and with 23.1, Bradley by 5.
Get your best free throw shooters in the game, you're going to be fouled.
Let's see, the Bradley Braves will check. We can't tell now because they're all huddled around the coaching staff, but we'll tell you that Sam Maniscalco certainly is one of the best free thrower shooters in the entire conference.
Here's the guys you don't want in there. You don't want Darian Norris in. You don't want David Collins in. You don't want Edwin McCain in. And, well, Dodie's at 68. That's the lowest. So you're probably going to have Dodie in there. But you want to have your best free throw shooters. They're going to get fouled. You're going to play the free throw game.
The other part of this is, in it not, that you want people that handle the ball in now, too.
Right, but you still, you're going to have Maniscalco in the game. You're probably going to have Dunson in the game.
Yeah.
You're going to have Wilson in the game.
I think you're going to have either Norris or McCain also, just
for ball handling purposes.
Ball handling,
maybe. But that gives them somebody to foul. Both of them shooting in the 60s.
Well, let's see. Maybe Sam Singh, who shoots 80%, will be in this game.
Could be.
Theron Wilson is 14 for 18 free throw shooting, which is absolutely remarkable. He has 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Shai Eli's filled up the sheet, too. He's now up to 20 points. Eli's average is 17 and a half, and Holsinger has 19. So what is new?
It's important to get the ball in bounds here. Use your timeout if you can't.
Bradley by 5 with the ball to Sam. That's who Bradley wants to have it. And that foul is finally called. It's against Lacey. Let's check and see. It's against Williams. And
that was a little scary there because what happened is when Sam Maniscalco crossed half court, he got fouled. He knew the foul was coming. He turned, but the foul wasn't called. So then he said, I got to continue my penetration. Then another swipe was taken at the ball, and it was a little closer whether you could call that or not. Certainly that first foul should have been called.
The 84th point by the Braves. And one more for Sam Maniscalco. Money. Were those the dagger? 85, 78, 17 seconds to go. 17 for Maniscalco. And a foul on Bradley. That's not what the Braves would want there, stopping the clock.
I think it was on Dodie Dunson.
I was screened. One of the officials found their way in front of me, and so foul is on Dunson, and Holsinger goes to the line, so Evansville has a chance to score with the clock stopped. That's unusual, but Bradley will take it. 13.3. Holsinger makes that one. Lead is 6. It's a 2-possession game is all it is, with the lead at 6 and a foul. 12 seconds, 12.2 to be exact, left in this game.
McCain, 65% free throw shooter. This is very, very good experience for the freshman. Clutch situation, standing at the free throw line with an important deuce.
Missed the first, still 12 seconds, and it's a 2-possession game. The way Holsinger shoots threes, you want to get this to a 3-possession game.
One of them helped.
There it is.
Getting the split helped.
12 seconds. 8 seconds. Ball's loose. Bradley's got it. What did Chris Williams threw it off the glass? 1 second. This game's over. Bradley has won. 86-79 over the Evansville Aces in a very, very high-scoring game for most teams in the Valley.
Well, I think it's more like Jim Les likes to play.
Absolutely.
He had 7 years in the NBA. He likes to get up and down, but in order to do that, you have to have ways you can trigger the ball on the break. Usually that's with great rebounding and defense, making people miss. And when you get to the offensive end, you have to have good shooters, and this is not a great shooting team. Jim has adjusted his style of play. Tonight they shot the ball well, but he's played basically the same way. He played very good defense, if you look at the fast break points at halftime, there was only 2. Bradley had 2 fast break points at half, and I don't think there were any in this half either. So how can you put that many points on the board? Well, you got to shoot well, and Bradley Braves did.
All right. Well, let's take a break, and we'll come back, catch our breath. Bradley wins it 86-79, and the player of the game is guess who?
Darren Wilson. Bravura performance. As they would say in Europe, bravo, bravo.
We'll be right back.
It's a giant GM certified sale this week at Green Chevrolet Hummer. 2006 Buick LaCrosse is just $166 a month. 2008 Chevy Uplanders just $239 a month. All with a 5-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty and low finance rates. Choose your favorite online now at ChevyStore.com.
The Jansen Law Center. Selected by an independent survey as Central Illinois' #1 law firm for over 20 years in a row. Nationally honored by Fortune magazine as an America Premier Lawyer. And recognized by Chicago Magazine as an Illinois super lawyer.
Remember, there's never a charge to discuss your claim at the Jansen Law Center.
Jay Jansen. One name says it all.
Get the best price and the right advice on HD TV and home theater at Sherman's.
Heritage Bank's newest location is your cell phone. Mobile banking. Your bank on the go. Visit go-heritage.com and check it out.
Massage at Kramer Chiropractic. Vanquish stress, reward your deserving muscles, and promote healing of soft tissue. Kramer Chiropractic. Live life well.
Get the best price and the right advice on a huge selection of mattresses at Sherman's.
It's a giant GM certified sale this week at Green Chevrolet Hummer. 2006 Buick LaCrosse is just $166 a month. 2008 Chevy Uplanders just $239 a month. All with a 5-year, 100,000-mile limit.